Hello everyone, I am here with a Bible reading. I hope you guys are having a good day. Don't wait for Sherm to get ready.
Wait on me. Go on.
No, I'm waiting so you can follow along.
I don't need to follow along. Go on.
So we'll be reading today Mark chapter 3, verse 31, through chapter 4, verse 25. Tell me when you're ready for that one. Psalm 37, verses 12 through 29. Ready? And Proverbs chapter 10, verse 5. Let's get down there. Okay, so let's get started. There came then his brethren and his mother, and standing without, sent unto him, calling him. And the multitude sat about him, and they said unto him, Behold, thy mother and thy brethren without seek for thee. And he answereth them, saying, Who is my mother or my brethren? And he looked round about on them which sat about him, and said, Behold, my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of God, the same is my brother and my mother, and my sister and my mother. And he began again to teach by the seaside, and there was gathered unto him a great multitude, so that he entered into a ship and sat in the sea. And the whole multitude was by the sea on the land. And he taught them many things by parables, and said unto them in his doctrine, Hearken, behold, there went out a sower to sow. And it came to pass, as he sowed, some fell by the wayside, and the fowls of the air came and devoured it up. And some fell on stony ground, where it had not much earth, and immediately it sprang up, because it had no depth of earth. But when the sun was up, it was scorched, and because it had no root, it withered away. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns grew up and choked it, and it yielded no fruit. And other fell on good ground, and did yield fruit, that sprang up and increased, and brought forth some 30, and some 60, and some 100. And he said unto them, He that hath ears to hear, let him hear. And when he had said unto them, He that hath ears to hear, let them hear. And when he was alone, he that were about him with the 12 asked of him the parable. And he said unto them, Unto you it is given to know the mystery of the kingdom of God. But unto them that are without, all these things are done in parables, that seeing they may see, and not perceive, and hearing they may hear, and not understand, lest at any time they should be converted, and their sins should be forgiven them. And he said unto them, Know ye not this parable? And how then will ye know all parables? The sower soweth the word, and these are by the wayside, where the word is sown. But when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately, and taketh away the word that was sown in their hearts. And these that are likewise, which are sown on stony ground, who when they have heard the word, immediately receive it with gladness, and have no root in themselves, and so endure but for a time. Afterward, when affliction or persecution ariseth, for the word's sake, immediately they are offended. And these are they which are sown among thorns, such as hear the word. And the cares of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches, and the lusts of other things entering in, choke the word, and it becometh unfruitful. And these are they which are sown on good ground, such as hear the word and receive it, and bring forth fruit, some triplefold, some 60, and some 100. And he said unto them, Is a candle brought to be put under a bushel or under a bed, and not to be set on a candlestick? For there is nothing hid which shall not be manifested, neither was anything kept secret, but that it should come abroad. If any man have ears to hear, let him hear. And he said unto them, Take heed what ye hear. With what measure ye mete, it shall be measured to you, and unto you that hear shall be more be given. And he that hath, to him shall be given, and he that hath not, from him shall be taken even that which he hath. And that's where we're going to stop with Mark today. Sorry, I know I messed up there a little bit. My mind's not in the right place today. Okay. Psalm 37, verses 12 through 29. The wicked plotteth against the just, and gnash them upon with his teeth. Should I start over?
No? Keep going.
The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. The wicked have drawn out the sword, and have bent their bow, to cast down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be of upright conversation. Their sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. A little that a righteous man hath is better than the riches of many wicked. For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholdeth the righteous. The Lord knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied. But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Lord shall be as the fat of the lambs. They shall consume into smoke, shall they consume away. The wicked borroweth and payeth not again, but the righteous showeth mercy and giveth. For such as be blessed of him shall inherit the earth, and they that be cursed of him shall be cut off. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for the Lord upholdeth him with his hand. I have been young, and now am old, yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. He is ever merciful and lendeth, and his seed is blessed. Depart from evil and do good, and dwell forevermore. For the Lord loveth just judgment, and forsaketh not his saints. They are preserved forever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. The righteous shall inherit the land, and dwell there forever. And that's where we're going to stop with our psalm. And now lastly for today's Bible reading, we're going to read Proverbs chapter 10, verse 5. He that gathereth in summer is a wise son, but he that sleepeth in harvest is a son that causeth shame. Alright guys, that was our Bible reading for today. I hope it touched your hearts. Leila, I want to thank you and Emil for these coloring books. This one's my favorite. I think I'm going to color a picture out of it first. I'm not sure which one it'll be yet. I'll let that be a surprise. Love the pretty flowers and stuff in this one. The other one's really nice too. We like them both. But I'm definitely going to color in this yellow one first. Thank you so much for these. Today's just not a very good day. Sorry, I'm just not with it today. We can take someone off our prayer list today. If you got your prayer list out. Pen won't write. You can take Barb Post off your prayer list, my stepmom. She passed away last night. So she is now at peace. So you can mark her off your list. Please pray for the family. I heard she was going to be cremated. That's all I know right now. So since we got this out, we'll go ahead and do the prayer request before the question. So I updated you that Barb Post passed away last night. Dad told me this morning. Please pray for Lonnie Doles Jr. and his family, Jimmy Myers, Sherman Crabtree, Abby Myers and Rhonda Karshner, Leila and her son Emil, Michelle Watkins, Andrew and Bella, Judy Thompson, Cindy and Jim Welsh. Jim isn't getting much work and Cindy still don't feel good. Dora Carper, Garnet Boyer and Jim Mitchell, Melody Stanley. That's my youngest sister. Barb was her mom and Shelley's mom. So please pray for both of them. April and Linda Thacker, Randy Post, please pray for Dad. Sammy, Paco, Henry, please pray that Henry doesn't have to move away from here. And please pray for Jason. He's supposed to be having a stress test this week. I don't know if he's had it yet or not. Okay, so our question was, who said, "Peace, be still"? Do you know, Sherm?
Is it Jesus?
Yeah, he said it, calming the storm, remember? When the storm was bad, and he asked his disciples, where's your faith? Because Jesus was there with them, but he was asleep. And they woke him up because they were really afraid. And Jesus quieted the storm and the wind by saying, "Peace, be still." And they're like, "Who is this? Even the winds hear him and obey," So that was a question for last night. Okay. So your question for tonight is this. Who said, "He is not here, for he is risen"? Who said, "He is not here, for he is risen"? That would have been when some of the disciples, or Mary went to the tomb to put incense and stuff in there, and somebody told them, "He is not here, for he is risen." Who was that told them that? Okay, so that is your question for tonight. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Let's bring those souls to Jesus, and God willing, we'll see you guys again tomorrow with another Bible reading. Bye guys. God bless.